Nisqually National Wildlife Refuge. Refugees. Wild refugees. This is the last place they can go. Unfortunately, they can't read signs and they don't know this is their refuge. So a lot of them wander away. Entrance gates closes at sunset. No dogs allowed. Not sure if they charge money for parking. I'll find out here. Like it matters on this. Alright, $3. U.S. fee area. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service? Now I'd like to know why they're not a part of that Discovery Pass system. U.S. Fish and Wildlife. Does that mean it's federal? It sounds strange. But it's a pass, and I don't think that it's just for cars this time, so I'm not going to be able to look at this. Just the entrance to it, which is something, I guess. And it's Indian owned, so maybe that's a factor. You got Refuge open, Norm's Dick's Fifth Visitor Center. Find out where that station is. Yeah, I'm not willing to pay $3. It's not worth it. Free is worth it. Nisqually Shop and Maintenance Authorized Personnel. Huh. Sanctuary. It's closed in the sanctuary. There's some very red apples. Very, very red. Huh. Just need to give the tree a good shake. They have a fire station. Education Center, Nature Explorer, Fee Station. Okay, so you park for free and pay to walk on, I'm guessing. What's all that noise? Oh. Some dude pushing a wheelbarrow. Do not leave valuables in car. Man, there's a lot of cars. A lot of people are paying that $3. Oh. Twin Barns Loop Trail. No dogs, no jogging, no bikes. Huh. Let's see how far I can get. No bicycles. It's such a small sign, it's hard to see anyway. How do you get an effective recording? No jogging though. See, I'll have to move real slow. Oh man, alright. Alright, so the nature refuge. There's quite a few people who've got big old cameras with large lenses. Freshwater? I'm not sure about that. This is attached to the sound, which is saltwater. They're calling this freshwater, huh? Something must, maybe it's a separate lake. Seasons of the refuge. Pretty much all birds. The darker the bar, the more the birds are here. So songbirds are here quite a bit. Oh, they're restoring the Puget Sound. Huh. Five easy ways to help. Yard care products sparingly. Wash car. That can't be red. I think my lens is bad. Maintain your car. Maintain your septic system. Take cleaner poops. There's a fish ladder. Huh. It's hard to see. A National Wildlife Refuge System. Nisqually. So every state has a refuge. Wow, you can hear gunfire from the military base. Looks like we got a heron coming our way. These things are huge. Alright. They get pretty scared of people too. Why are those two people wearing yellow helmets? Just a big long grassland. Can that heron even be seen? Usually they're pretty scared of people, but all the noise from the traffic on I-5 make this place feel far from being a natural setting. I mean, animals have to be extra loud or closer to each other to understand what they're saying. So yeah, it should be quiet. I mean, if it's a real natural environment. It's amazing how many free areas and open wildlands are around extremely noisy places like airports and military bases and highways. They'll be generous in giving free places to hang out. Of course, all this noise can make it easier to sneak up on birds that have to smell or hear you first, or not smell or I don't know. Yeah, just smell you, I guess. See you, I mean, yeah. This is ridiculous. Watch and listen, my butt. It's hard to listen when you got all that traffic noise in the background. It's crazy. I am hearing some new and unique sounds around here. That's kind of neat. I don't know what that is. Okay, so getting off this platform and approaching the Twin Barns observation place. There's a deer just kind of munching. I'll hide behind. Maybe I can get like on the corner of the barn and put the camera around. You might hear me, but the cars cover up my noise. I'll just slip the camera around. Oh, he disappeared. He knew it. Smart-ass deers. Band-tailed pigeon, so they're not normally seen in the city. Yeah, they prefer the forest. A river below. Right next to the barn. Oh yeah. Swallow is one of the most common birds I see around. And man, I love watching these suckers fly. They are some of the most entertaining birds I can watch. But, I mean, they love living around civilization. Oh, this must be the tower then. The Twin Barn Tower. Holy crap. There's all kinds of people on the water. What are they doing? See if I can get a look in there. I can't even see. Okay, whatever. Birds of prey. I guess there's whale watching around here. They're really watching that water. Okay, habitats. Yeah, those sandpipers prefer the beaches, I believe. Shorebirds, yeah. There's a lot of protected area on the ocean coast for them. Push out the humans and give the however many of those sandpipers are the room to grow. It's all about convenience. Okay, so there's some kind of a bridge that goes out into the water, pretty far out too. And I might be able to see with this. Not really. Alright, so you can see the Twin Barns over there and this natural fenced area with the steps and the sewage drain that naturally grew there with a natural gate over there and that natural sign telling us it's a sanctuary. And you got Hundreds of Canadian geese not invading public beaches right now. They look smaller. They look smaller than... Let's see if I can catch them moving. Their heads are just bobbing up and down. Got this large group over here, 2 large groups.
Have any red tones on them? We were looking at that. We're going on.
Well, he was shrewd enough to say, not unless I get something. Yeah. I'm not walking into a car.
Alright. So something just started and they closed the trail for hunters? Got these friendly geese over here. These guys look bigger than the ones off in the distance. Maybe it's an age thing. Where is it, man? Oh, the wetland. Oh, not all wetlands are wet year-round. Dunlop. Shoveler. Cool. What is all that bubbling? Weird. You could see like cracks. And then there's more air bubbles. There's air bubbles coming up periodically. I think they're man-made. No way that's natural. There's cracks, so it's kind of neat. Oh! And there's sandbags over there. It really drops off here, too. Sandbags. Why do they have the sandbags? To protect the wet. Oh, now that's a lot of aeration. Yeah, that's certainly not natural. Can that be seen? And more sandbags. Trying to keep nature looking natural. Bunch of white seagulls just kind of chilling out with ducks. It's kind of neat. Some kind of unique footprint. Platypus? I don't know. It's running on the sand. Man, that's a lot of air bubbles. I think it's a sewage pipeline or something. The Medicine Creek Treaty. Yep. There we go. Talk about the Indian Wars. Bald eagles. So maybe the ban on DDT was a signal for the downturn of American prosperity, because it happened about 1970s or so, or there was a downturn beginning. Had to conserve more, try to live within our means. None of this explains the bubbles. I don't think those lugworms are making the bubbles. Oh, look at that. Different kinds of gulls. They are pretty gregarious. I see them stand on car hoods waiting for somebody to throw food out. They know when somebody's inside a car, sitting in a parking lot. This boardwalk's probably a mile long. I can finally see the end. I think there's people up there, but not on the boardwalk. It's incredibly long. Yeah, okay, there's movement. It looks some kind of structures that are the size of humans. Wow, this thing was built out long. There's a sign on the ground? Who's gonna read that? I think this is high tide. People can walk right on the ground at certain points. Is that a fisherman? There might be people fishing. This sign is... yeah, the sun is blocking my ability to see. It's saying that it's closed. Huh. Okay, remembering the Brown Farm Dike. I think it was, yeah, back a ways on this thing. So, getting towards the end, but I think the end is actually closed off. That's some real craziness. It's not like you see anything better out there, but it's a little frustrating. Maybe it's to keep us safe or something, in case any bullets fly. Okay, IR here. So it's just a short distance to this overlook. I walked all the way out to here because they closed it off. That's, oh, it says right there it's a mile. So I did 2 miles right there. That was a long one. Martin Way, yeah, I took Martin Way to get here. Twin Barns Loop, okay. So yeah, you can actually see the end right there. So I pretty much have looked. Well, I haven't seen a riparian forest overlook. And I got a couple of questions for the visitor center, like about the bubbles and stuff. Very green river. Salmon, a story of survival. It's great potential, yep. Hard hit by dams and logging. So there's the different kinds. The pink are almost extinct. The turbines. Oh. Alright. Got the river overlook. Seating area, the people of the river. They made dams. Look at that. Yeah, shellfish taste pretty good. Alright, so I guess it's just kind of a river, some natural like floats out there for catching crab. Alright, so coming up upon a intersection of sorts. Just not sure which way to turn. Okay, to get back, I guess I would take that right. I think then this is, oh, there, Twin Barns, Brown Farm Dyke Trail. Oh, okay, here we go. And then this goes to the riparian forest overlook. Secrets of the riparian forest. The forest you see here is nurtured by both the river and the sound. Alright. Oh yeah, I've seen that beetle. It was missing an antenna. Saw that little thing back in Raymond. See, this is one slow moving river. Alright, so we're looking at the riparian forest overlook. It's kind of overlooking a bit of a swamp. And that's it. Woodpeckers rely on fungus to soften up the wood so they can peck through it. That's interesting.
Watershed that is promoting biodiversity and species enhancement. So we here are a role model for a lot of other watersheds in the state because we have so many different habitats and types of habitats moving that this watershed moves through. The last thing I want to say before we move away from this three-dimensional model, we can do this so great, is there was an article that came out in June of this year with the Nature Conservancy, and if you're not familiar with the Nature Conservancy, they basically buy up either fragile or biodiversity hotspots. So that means an area where there's a high density of many different kinds of plants and animals. And what they were saying, there's a gentleman that wrote this one article, Mark Anderson, and he was saying that what we have to look at for the future, because we're already going through a lot of environmental change through the, warming trend that we're in, that what we have to look for is biogeography and resiliency. So what are the habitats that have the highest biodiversity